Welcome back to Drive for the Pennant. In this game, I will play it until one of two outcomes. Until Mike Trout wins the pennant, or until the day he retires. And I will not stop until either of that happens. And I've managed to accidentally cut off some of my footage in the last video. So quick catch up for everyone. We're on August 1st, 2027. Third year of my GM for the Angels. We are right now 46 and 49, 533 win rate. We are just in the wildcard race. There are still 2 months to go, so still plenty of the season left to play. August 1st, we are in. And the first year, we end with a very poor 400 record. Second year, we were short of the playoffs for just a couple of games. And here we are. Quick catch up here. Looking at the WAR wall, Igor Osario, player I acquired from the trade with Luis Rengifo. Well, Luis Rengifo has signed a 13 million deal here, and the rating gone down. My E-guy has gone from strength to strength. He's got a WRC plus of 114, OPS plus of 117, WAR of 2.2, and a zone rating of 0.6. Victor Misa, player I have received from Rule 5 draft. I got him in the Rule 5 draft, my second best player this year so far. Sam Hillard, who I picked up from the free agency on a mere 1.5 million contract, has been my third best performer so far. So you can see Logan Hoppy, one of my big prospects, for fourth best player. Martinez, who's a big money free agency signing, 75 million for 3 years, and he's also up there as one of my best players this year, along with Jordal. Zach Neto has been injury ridden in this save. Last season, he only played a mere 13 games started, 12 games started last year. But he's back, and he should be doing much better, hopefully. So one decision I'm going to have to make is I've had Sam Hillard play the hard yards for me in the month of July. He's had a good 236 at-bats. Mike Trout is under him at 210 at-bats. So am I going to let Trout play in the month of August and rest him up in September, get him ready for the playoffs before he gets too unhappy with his role? Or should I keep the current arrangement and have Hillard play both months? And I'm going to decide to let Trout play at least 2 weeks here to see how it goes. And we'll take it from there. And up on the pitcher side, the 5 best pitchers are actually my starters. We got Kokanowitz. He's gone from strength to strength this year. He's only on a 700,000 deal. We're looking at a Braxton Garrett, Soriano, Sandy Alcantara. I got in the free agency, decent money and paid for him, 10.6 per year. Backhand starter, still 31 and not even 32 yet. We got Caden Dana. The importance of Caden Dana, he is our team captain with good leadership. So that's why I have him as a starter. Once I put him in the relief pitcher role, he will not be a captain. He'll go down here as the leader only. So that's why I want to have Caden Dana. We have Daniel Martinez, is also a very good character on top of being a good batter in the clubhouse. And in terms of our starting pitching, we are actually first. Bullpen pitching, we are actually fourth. So batting is an area I'm hoping Trout and Nolan and Neto can all contribute more for us towards the end of this year. And Reed Dietmars is a player. He struggled. He's gone down in my development, and he's not cheap now on the arbitration, and he's struggled all year. I've had him in the starter role, in the reliever role. Both roles he's been struggling. Yusei Kikuchi is a player on the last year of his deal, and last year he was absolutely horrendous with a ERA plus of 72. On his contract year, he's gone back up to 121, having a very good year. I've had him in the starter role, but he's not done too great. So in this reliever role, he's been doing good for me in the long relief, is he? You say it's no, it's on the middle relief, but still 84 innings. So that's a very good amount of innings for him. And looking at it here, we're 13th in the budget. Payroll budget 16th player. Maximum out on the player development. I'm gonna go through once again my game settings. Got the AI trade to maximum -1. We're not gonna have any cheese trades for me to get this pennant. Even my Igai Rosario trade there. Igai was only a fringe player in San Diego, and Rengifo was actually coming off a very good year with us. OPS plus of 108. So it's a trade down for Igai. I did not cheese a trade there. And back then, Rosario was only at 45 rating, whereas Rengifo was at 50. It was the other way around. The only thing you could say has slightly changed is that at 0.95, a slight change in that batter development, pitcher development of 0.95. So just have Trout and Kikuchi just stick around that tiny bit longer. I'm not going to go for 0.8, 0.9, just a 0.95 over there. Rest of the settings, nothing much to see. Just disable that face gen. Disable that league rule change. Not even interested in that. I don't want pitchers to suddenly have to bat. No, thank you. So let's go. Let's see how we do. I'm gonna run week by week now. And I've been stopped here. Let's see what happens. On Monday, we've just beat the Mets there to go 57 wins. Got hits from Adele, Martinez, Rosario, Misa, my center fielder. Trout looks like he went 0-4 there. With one hit there. Nolan Shanai also struggling. But that's just one game. I'll keep the faith in him. So a week we're gonna go by. Slight injury for my Martinez. 3 days, so my option is to put him on a 10-day rest list here. Let's look at our games schedule. 1, 2, 3 games in a row. So instead of having him hit whilst injured, I am gonna give him that little break. Get him fully recovered. And bring up a player here on now. I'm gonna go with the OPS plus here. Possibly Fontel or Rius. Rovera. We got Lorenzo Miola. I'm thinking Ruiz. So we have enough outfielders. I don't think it will hurt to have an extra one up here. Let's bring up Jorge Luis. He's not got a minimum deal, so this will pay him the 700,000, which I'm happy with. He's a player of good work ethic, so I'm happy to give him on up to my 40-man roster. Congratulations, Jorge Luis. You are a major leaguer now. And who's gonna take that DH here? It's gonna be Mason, Montgomery, or Shanael. Shanael, which is fine. No problem with that. Carry on. 58, 59, 60. Got a 550 win rate there. Another injury. The flu this time for Neto. With his fragile injury record, I'm not gonna risk it. What if he gets a big injury while this flu is here? So 10-day rest for you. Mershon can come up. And we're going to have... Where's Mershon? Is he up already? No, Mershon's not here. I was thinking maybe he's injured then. No, where is Mershon gone? There he is. Not happy with this. Not even starting in the AAA. What's going on here? You got Noah Miller playing the second base, taking a spot, Miola. So we have two defensive players. Noah Miller, one of our very good players we have here, took from the Rule 5 draft. He's played 400 plus at-bats in the major league for us with a WAR of 0.7, but his bat was pretty weak. Very good defensive player. He's down in AA now. That's another option, but I'm gonna go with Mershon with his better bat. And we can continue. Kyron will promote up here. Let's go for the week. 5-4-5 in the win rate. I think we just possibly lost a game there. And this week here, we got 4 wins, 2 losses, 3 losses, 5 wins and 3 losses. Looks like over the 8 days. 5 and 3. And let's go with the couple of there. Let the minor league manager manage the minor leagues. Carry on. Let's go with the next week. Dropped a couple of games now. We have Martinez come back. 1 and 2 against Boston. Now we've got Athletics to round up this week after a rest day in the middle. Martinez is gonna come back in here. And trying to let Mershon. Okay, we have too many infielders right now. I'm going to let Miola go back down to AA. It's just a traffic of infielders, so at least they can play here. I'll sort that out in the end of the year. Between the shortstop and the second base, we have really good depth. You could say possibly 2 good depth. This Rule 5 draft player, Cruz, is not doing too bad, but his bat again is starting to struggle, but fantastic zone rating, 7.5. Infield range of 75, so I'm gonna keep that as it is. When Neto comes back, there is a argument to have if I want to push him back to shortstop, but we shall see. Let's carry on as it is. Let's go day by day for these 3 games. That's Atlanta, not Athletics. 71-44 Atlanta, very tough team. Come up with 1 loss, 2 loss. Are we gonna get swept? No. Win back at the end there with Jose Soriano leading us to victory. 1-run game. Nearly got lost it at the last inning, but close it off with Bautista. Fantastic. And let's carry on. Looking at Neto back from an injury. Flores is expecting to be starting, and he's not too happy, so I'm going to let him play a bit with his 50 rating there and just rest Hoppy. He might pinch hit for us here for a bit. And how's the Trout experience going? Yeah, very well. He's played very well. So I'm going to persist with that until September 1st at least. And again, Neto back in here. So now's the time I decide, do I force Neto back in the shortstop? Infield range of only 60. If I play him in the shortstop here, got that negative zone rating, is he gonna get injured? I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna let him let him gradually come back. So September, I want him back, gearing up for the playoffs for Neto. I don't want him cold for the playoffs, so just 2 more weeks, I will reevaluate this. So for now, Kyron will take up some minutes here. Got to play manager expiring. He's only a good, so just let him expire. So hire someone new. Let's carry on here. We are on 5 on 6 only in that win rate, so it and Mike Trout season is over. If we're gonna win the pennant, it will not be with him on the team, unfortunately. But life goes on. This is so there's no cheese, no save and load for me. Rest assured, I've not done that ever. And very sad we have Mike Trout out for the year. Missed the rest of the season. But what can you do? We carry on. We're gonna be hitting that expansion roster very soon. So again, I'm gonna reevaluate in September 1st. So right now, we're dropping to just hanging on to that playoff. Well, we out barely. Let's go to the league standings here. 4th place in that playoff race, so it's not gonna be easy. Just out of the playoffs here. Hopefully we get another loss here. Win, couple of wins, up to 523, 519. Struggling with just above 500. And we're almost up to September 1st. I'm gonna run these 2 games manually. So look at the pitching. Dietmar is a player that's absolutely struggling. He's not gonna want to be demoted, but I'm going to possibly release this player right here and right now. This will be his last kick-up debut, as I'm putting him. And Barrow has been doing so well that I can't ignore him, so gonna hand him a major league deal for Sadio Barrow. And in the terms of batting, nobody's doing too poorly here, so on we go to September 1st. 4 days for Chanayel. Moderate, hyperextend, knee. It's a 10-day, I'll give him that. As I have on tail down here. Win, hopefully another win, please. Liam Doyle is very close in the cusp of the major league. I think he's already earned the major league minutes in the deal, so I might bring him up. Misa developing well. Nelson Rada developing very well. Why is he not in the majors already? Let me have a look. So 2 players to bring up here from the minors. Nelson Rada is gonna be one of them. If Ruiz is not doing too great, I'm gonna put him back down here. And one other player, it could be Maribel Valencia. Going to go with either Maribel or Miller. But Miller's batting down here is even still struggling, so I can't really justify promoting him. And as for Felix Maribel, he wants to play in the majors. He's almost 22. He's very solid in the infield. Well, is he just a shortstopper though? No, he could play first base as well. So the decision is going to be Maribel here, ahead of Valencia. As for the pitchers, is it gonna be Doyle or Francis Tuxedo? Tuxedo. And Klassen's another option down here. He's already got a contract. Doyle's not yet received his contract. It's a very tough call. We got very good pitches here from Felix Doyle, class, and also 3 good pitches. 25, a bit more experience in the play of run-in. I'm gonna have class and to get the nod here. And we got 71, 65. Sandy Alcantara out for 7 to 8 months. I believe Reed Dietmar is only a day away, so he's gonna have his last run in here. If he still struggles, unfortunately, it might be the end of the road for him with us. I really do like him, but in this save, he has not developed well. I've had another save where he's gone all the way to 60, 65, but for whatever reason, it's just not happened for him here. I've had the AI develop him. I've had myself manually developing. Either one has not worked over the years, so anyway. Let's carry on. One other thing I want to do is have a look again at the Sacneto situation. I am gonna have a look at Kyron with that 65 infield, but only 40 in the shortstop. It's not an option. Sack 55 at that shortstop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm still gonna have persist with Cruz as my shortstop with that. With that infield range and zone rating. And Nelson Rod is playing ahead of, he's doing well, playing ahead of Sam Hillard. He's doing well, so let's keep that as it is. Felix Maribel, another option over here. Logan along with Juan Flores, so Flores has not done too great these 2 weeks I've given him. Started him here for a good 2 weeks in a row, but not very good on his bat. So I'm not gonna persist with this. So Logan is gonna come back in at the catcher position. Oh, Hoppy. His development's been a little bit disappointing. At least he's pumped that potential back up, so hopefully we'll get him back higher. And we are going to have a DH of Nolan Shanayao, I believe, which is very good. I'm always fine with Nolan doing the DH. Oh, we've got Martinez back. Never mind. Who's the first base here then? Coulson. So Nolan out the lineup. Oh no, he's injured. Okay, carry on. Nolan's coming back. It's gonna be quite cruel to demote Fontel on this performance. I'm gonna put Felix down because a couple of them could play third base. So even if it's pinch hit, I should keep Fontel, right. Fontenelle back up here. Carry on here. We are again on the fringes of that playoff spot. Very close. Again, we're without Trout here. And Sandy Alcantara. Let's go game by game here. We're in the run-in here. The Cincinnati, Miami, Texas, Washington, Kansas, and that's the season. And finally Twins. So only a handful of series left. Lost here against Cincinnati. A win. And we go... what's going on? It's a little bit slow here, but that's not quite sure what's going on. The game's... Okay, a loss here. We are looking at earned run only 2, so... Oh, okay. 4-0, we didn't get a single run here. Struggling with the batters here. Everybody not hitting too well. So it might well be a case of Cruz. They just have to change it back up here. So there's really a short stop and the second base area that we're struggling right now. But none of the batters are really doing too well, to be honest. Felix Morabel. Can't really rely on him to carry me with his bat. Cruz is... It might be a little bit of a... There's still a week of Cruz going down here. Oh, he's a Rule 5 drive. I can't demote him. Okay. Kyron's not doing too great either on his bat. I'm gonna persist with Cruz for the next series still. Against Miami. Win. 2 wins. Sorry, out of a 5-day injury. Stiffness, it's playoff time, he's gonna have to carry on. Run into the playoffs. We just have the emergency starter come in for him. And, not sure what it is with the game here, a couple of lag. Got a suspension here, or not related to us. How do we do that? There was a loss, but we go 80, 70, 5-3-3. Pretty much even with Baltimore. It's very, very tight now. How did Cruz do here in his batting? He got a hit here. Misa 0 for 4. Otherwise, everyone's batting very well. It really is not slim pickings on this shortstop area. So Cruz is gonna still go in, stay in here. Nelson Rada. Is that a good idea to have him here in the run-in? 22 years old. He is hitting the ball fairly well. But a little bit better on that right field, but not great on the power. So we got a low power hitter here, and the leadoff. So he's a leadoff guy. Outside of Cruz, he's the only other one who's a poor lead power. But Sam Hillard is batting, so I am gonna have Sam play a series on the right field ahead of Rada and see how we do. I do want a 3-0 series here. See how we do against Texas. Win. Loss. So we're not gonna get that 3-0, which is what I really need. Hillard went 0-4, struck out twice. That's already enough for me to head back to Rada as my leadoff player. Although the win above replacements is 0.1. Might not be justified yet, to be honest. I'll persist with you, Hillard. Looking at that win above replacement. And I'm gonna have a quick catch up on Dietmars. Dietmars slightly doing better, 0.8 in that. Look at that game log here. Earned run, just one earned run in the last 7 or 8 pitching outings, so I cannot fault him, I cannot release him on this, so let's carry on. Another loss, very poor. Hillard with 1 hit, 3 at-bats. So it's a judgment call here. Gonna go with Rada for the next series. So we'll drop to 1 and 2. And Cruz, I think it's time to pull the plug on this one. And let's have Zach coming back here. Kyron coming in the second base. Cruz going out of the lineup. Nolan Shanayo. Who's the DH at Martinez? How's Yigai? Yigai is doing very fine. You can't complain. So we're looking at the run-in here. We need against Washington and Kansas City. We're at home. And finally rounded off with a road trip to Minnesota. Nationals are 92-61, one of the best teams in baseball. And a great win against the best team in baseball, well, one of the best teams in baseball. Rada with 2 walks as a leadoff man. Very good. Let's carry on. A loss here. Can we go 2-1? Yes! 2-1 against Nationals. And again, Rada with a hit and a walk. And pinch hits coming in. And carry on. Good job. Up next is the Royals. It's a win. Win against the Royals. Alvarado's unhappy. I don't care. I have no time to sort him out right now. On we go. Here's another win. 85-73. We're in the playoffs. Wild card spot right now. Touching wood. Can we get a sweep over the Kansas City? Now this one is normal because it's going to be October 1st. So this part here should take a tiny bit of time, which is fine. We can see our development for this month. Logan again struggling, but let's worry about that later. We have a run into. We got the sweep. We got the sweep, and we're 2 games in front here. So a 2-1 against Minnesota should do that job for us. And Minnesota Twins are right now. Where are they? I must be blind. Yeah, there we go. One of the better teams in the AL Central. 89-70 record, slightly better than us. Just so we go 1 and 2 might be enough. A win here in the first game. And we are right now. Are we still in here? Let's just finish it off. And the second game, another win. Wild card clinch by the LA Angels. This losing franchise, who've only achieved 1 playoff series in Mike Trout's career, have turned it around and made a second wild card playoff appearance under the guidance of GM Chan, which is me. 3rd year in his GM-ship. In my GM-ship, we are in the playoffs. No, Mike Trout is not going to be playing in the playoffs, but I'm still going to deliver him the pennant because he deserves it, even if he does not play a single minute. The franchise is only here because of Mike Trout, of the work of Mike Trout. So it does not matter whether he plays or not for me. Of course, I would like him to be my starting right fielder. But delivering it to him is just going to be a sweet for me. The switch of Aaron Paris in the second field and Zach Neto has really worked out Ever since I've made that change, I've gone on a very good win streak. So here we are setting up playoffs roster. We have the Texas Rangers coming up. And after the automatic choice from the AI, I'm gonna do some minor adjustment. I have 13 pitches, and I'm fine with that. And now Chichard missing out is fine. Coulson is doing pretty well, so is there a space for Montgomery in the playoff roster? And if so, who should I give up here? So we do have too many first base players, and Cole Fontenelle has come strong. In the end of the year, he's a very similar first base, third base player. So it really is between Fontenelle, because Nolan Shania is a much better batter. So it's going to straight up battle between Montgomery and Fontenelle. Montgomery is slightly better defender. Cole Fontenelle, 25 years of age. Montgomery's better runner, base runner. Better speed, but his avoid K is poor. Batting stats, we're looking at OPS plus of around league average. Fontenelle has been batting the ball well, but the sample size isn't too high. Got good power. I think I'm going with Montgomery here, because Montgomery's same age as well. Montgomery's slightly better on that third base, although that might not be a key factor because Guy can play over there. I mean, Kyron Paris rather. It is a very close choice here once again. Do I go with the slightly better runner with a better eye? Do I go with a guy with a slightly better power? I will go with Fontenelle then. That's my final decision. So Reed Dietmar's out here. Yes, so Reed Dietmar is out of the playoff pitching circle. And I'm not too opposed to that. Barrow is gonna get the nod here, huh? Not sure about the 22-year-old taking this. Where is Reed Dietmar here? Reed Dietmar, let's put him back in here. He's got more experience, so how come he's not on my... Okay. Player eligible. Don't see him here for some reason. Where's Barrow? Say Barrow back out here. Let's put Dietmar in here. He's done much better towards the end of the year, so getting his WAR back up, ERA pass back up. So the relief pitcher role is fine. Starting pitcher is here. It's gonna be a very key decision for me right now. I can definitely justify these two, which is Soriano Kokanowitz, but the third player in this pitching role is gonna be Dana, or should I have a more experienced Garrett here? If we look at the last month here, filter, how did I do the last month here, sorry. Split here, time frame, September. I think Dana's done pretty strong in the September. So that, but Garrett has struggled over September. So that alone, Dana has justified his, I have chosen him. Instead, let's put it this way. So on we go here. Bautista as a closer, nothing I can argue about here. You have Shanael, even though his zone rating isn't the best. But Martinez in the DH. OOTP in the catcher. Adele in the left hole. Left corner. Center field. So I'm happy with this lineup. And let's play the first playoff games for Angels for many, many years. We have Tigers being better than us in quite a 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. We're better than them in 4. Pitcher, there's Scubal. It's slightly better. Well, it's much better than Soriano. So both are aces pitching in game 1. And we start off here going 0-1 in runs. 2 runs here in the 5th inning. And let's look at our defense here. Can we hold on to that 1-run lead? Batted out, center field, catched. And another strikeout. The beautiful sinker. Swung on for 3-2 pitch. 97 miles an hour sinker from Soriano. Ball into the hole in the center. It's going to be a single. Muchada batting against us. Fly out. Our ex-player. 2-1 we go. As long as we get another 2-run lead here, I am going to just run through this first game. Can my closer come in here and close off this game? Bautista. Batted to the center field. I think that's good for Misa. Fantastic. Victor Misa with a 70 outfield range. Easy catch for him. Strike. Outdoor. Bautista vs. K. Fantastic player. And against Mukada, is he going to close it off? Yes. Angels go 1-0 up. Playoff win. Wildcard Series playoff game win. We need 1 out of the next 2 games to get into the next round. And up next is going to be Kokanowitz. 55 movement, 60 control. A control master player I've manually developed myself. So I can see here, this is a story of a successful manual development from me, where I take care of the development plan. Dietmar's is the opposite, which I've gone back to the AI now, but he's still struggling. So he's pitching fine, so I'll leave it as it is. Let's worry more about this game here. Once again, this time we have Olsen against Dana, actually game 2. Kind of it's going to round up game 3. So Caden Dana, a young pitcher, is going to be on the mound. I'm going to watch his first inning, his first playoff appearance in a high pressure situation at age 23. Strike. Batter out. First K in the playoffs. Fly ball to the left, that should be out of here. It is going to be a home run conceded, a solo homer. So I've seen enough. Just that one. Just a 1 run, we got it back. 5 hits, 2 runs there. We got 7 hits, 8 hits to 6, but we're down in 2 runs here. Down by 2 runs despite having 3 more hits. We have 1 error though. Hit by Batcher. Can we make this 2 runs in the last inning? Coming up next, we've got second baseman Kyron Paris. Paris with a swing. Base hit onto the third base. No, we got runner at first and second. Nobody out. Leadoff man is going to be pinch hitter. Flores, a pinch hitter. Our catcher. Fly ball out. It's going to be an out for them. Oh, run into the third base. Advance the runner. Yes, he's safe. And Nolan Shanael coming in the spot. He looks like he's going to walk. I'm gonna go pitch by pitch here. We have 1 out. As long as we don't get a double play, lose an infield ball here. So Zach Neto in the clutch here. Batter to the infield, just enough, just weak enough at least, and we have everybody save. Oh no, Adele is out. Take it back, but no double play. The ball was just weak enough that there was just enough time for the third base player. If it was hit a bit stronger, it would have been an easy out on the home plate or easy double play. So the fact that the ball was dribbling just past the pitcher just gave enough time for the run to score. But what's going on here? Okay, so the home plate player was out. The bases are still loaded. I'm sorry. So we're still 2 runs out, and we have our designated hitter coming in over here. First one is a strike. Or is it a ball? That's just ball. It was actually a strike, but they called a ball here because it actually touched the zone here. Called a ball by the umpire. That looks like a ball to me. Okay, that's a strike. Yeah, so actually no, that was a strike. 95 miles an hour. Ground ball, center strike. 1-1. Batted in, and it's going to be a loss here for the Angels in game 2. Tough loss here. So it's gonna be down to Kokanowitz in game 3. Texas Rangers are waiting for us. Our division rivals in the AL West. If we get through. So I have no qualms with this lineup. Martinez is struggling at the end of the year. The big money player is struggling with his bat. He's actually got a few hits, to be fair to him. Not too bad, at least 3 hits in the last 4 games. So I wouldn't really say that's too bad. Let's carry on. He should turn it around this game. 3 and 0 in the first inning. Oops, 3-1. Can Kokanowitz hold on 4-1 here? I just need him to limit the runs. Kokanowitz giving us a very good start, holding the Tigers to 1 run. I'm gonna watch the last 3 defend. Braxton Garrett coming in here. No need for pitch by pitch. The left-handed pitcher covering into the first base, out. Very good defending. Braxton Garrett, left-handed pitcher to the inside, hit out for Misa, the center fielder, to make the play. He jumps and he has the ball. This is why Victor Misa is my center field, everyone. Field error, very high, low error. He does not make error. He's a great range, great arm, very good arm. And it's not too bad with his bat either. Braxton Garrett for pitch on the outside. Popped up and a 3 out. On to the 8th inning we go. Felix Bautista, our closer, is going to come in the 8th inning, start of the 8th inning. Right-handed pitcher, 3 save, 3rd save in the MLB. Batted fly ball, Misa's there, makes the play. Right-handed pitch to the inside, popped up. Chanel's under it and makes the play. Felix Bautista on that $6 million a year contract. I acquired him in the trade, didn't I? Yes, remember. So I gave up Nadi and a young piece here to acquire Ambassador as well. 3 little pieces. 2 of which I got on the waiver wire. And this guy got international draft to acquire one of the best closers in the league. Right-handed pitch. And it goes over this time. It's going to be a double. Just over Misa this time, but no problem. Mercado with a hit. Still have those 2 outs here. this time that might be going out of here, guys. It's 4-3. We only have a 1-run lead. 2-run homer from Zach McKinstry takes the lead down to 1. And pop up to the center field. That should be an easy catch. Still with that 1-run lead. Can we close it out? Or are we gonna lose right at the end here? It all comes down to this. Pitch and a swing and a miss. I'm gonna go pitch by pitch here. Right-handed pitch. Wow, strike. Beautiful. 99 miles an hour fastball. Bautista's a little bit tired. He's still got just some gas left. Yes, that looks like a strike for me. No, it's a ball. So close. What's his pitch counts right now? And his pitch here. I'm not sure how to see that. 24 pitches. Right-handed pitch. That's out. That's a ball. Just missed the zone. Inside, batter to the right. It's a foul. Just foul. Phew. Lucky. And 2-2 pitch. To the inside, and it's a swing and a miss. 2 out. 1 batter to go. 1 batter away from the playoff win. Bautista's getting a bit tired, but that's 27 pitch area now. Pitch to the middle, swing and a miss, strike 1. Pitch to down, swing and a miss, strike 2. We are up against Max Clark, who is his leadoff pitcher. Young Max Clark. Are we going to give him a ball here? That looks like a strike to me. Oh, just missed. It was actually called a ball, but it actually touched the strike zone. But let's carry on. It looks like a swing and a miss, and Angels wrap foul. Oh, no. He touched it. Oh, wow. Hold it. Fouled off again. It's a very stubborn pitch batter we have here. 1-2 pitch. And fouled off again from Clark. He's making Bautista work for this. He's absolutely out of gas right now. 1-2 pitch to the inside. Fly ball. Inside the park. Play made by Misa, and the Angels get a playoff wins for Mike Trout. It's not over. Hope is still alive. On to the next playoff series we go. The drive to the pennant carries on. As I said, I will only end this game either with a Mike Trout pennant, a World Series win, and the second scenario is a retirement for Mike Trout. But until the day happens, we're gonna try our very best and do everything we can to give Mike Trout the pennant he deserves. On to the next playoff round we go. And the deep must play in this series. Yes, he pitched here in game 2. Did not give up a lot of runs. So it wasn't really his fault that we lost. So I'm keeping Dietmars in. And Fontenelle here. He actually batted against the Tigers here for 3. No, what did he do? He's a pinch run or something. Oh, okay, never mind. So, never mind. Dietmars did not pitch, right? It wasn't against the Tigers. No, sorry. Okay, I'll still keep him in. I'm not gonna make any changes here to the playoff roster. Alright, well, thank you for watching today. We will continue tomorrow with a best of 7 series against the Texas Rangers, who are a division rival. They finish 6 games above us in that regular season. And we are gonna go with that pitching here. I'm gonna sort that out. So Braxton Garrett is gonna come in the back end pitcher here. Our other choice might be Yusei. Garrett has got that good control, but he's kind of gone a little bit down in September. But I'm going to trust him because Yusei has not really pitched for us as a starter this year. So I'll keep the status quo. Garrett's with a 50 stamina. Yusei with a 60 stamina. Again, I'm gonna really quickly, before we go, have a look at him in August and September. So if we look at August, Yusei was struggling. And if we look at the month of September, Yusei was doing okay, 110 here, and the ERA plus. And we're looking at Garrett, who did not have the best September. 30-year-old Braxton Garrett, who is playing for arbitration, or should we go with Yusei, who is looking for a new contract? Given that September, Yusei's done very well. And he actually didn't play against the Detroit Tigers. How did Garrett do against the Tigers? Garrett only pitched 1 inning against the Tigers. Got that K there. It's lefty there. Kind of is a righty. Dana's a righty. Soriano's a righty. And Kikuchi's a lefty as well. It is a very, very close call. We got that better stuff from Yusei, but this pitch movement is a problem. Garrett's, who's not as good stuff, but a little bit of movement, a bit of control as well, which is the key. So my judgment call is gonna be Braxton Garrett here. That I just prefer better control, and I'm worried about the lack of movement here. Okay. Well, again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna end the video here. Please come back for tomorrow, and if you've watched until here, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Let's get the pennant for my child tomorrow. Hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.